Well, what have you got in your warehouse? Sugar. That's it. You have just sugar. Super. That's... Good morning, everyone. I'm Dave. Welcome back to the wee hours where I suffer from periodic bouts of insomnia and play games to pass the time. We are back with Winds of Trade. In the last part, we got our feet wet in the old trading tycoon game around here and did some basic trading back and forth between Gilling and Ancaster. And what I want to do today is sort of stretch out into the wider world here. And the problem that I'm seeing with Christchurch in terms of our initial gameplay is that it's really far away from everything else. There's just no other ports in the area that are close by. Everything is sort of up in this area. So what I want to do is actually just sort of set up a new base of operations, and I'm looking at either Dollar, Durham, or Belvoir as being a little more centrally located in terms of where we need to be to get back and forth quickly, because what's killing us is the time it's taking to go between all these ports. I mean, Gilling is right up the street. That's great. But Ancaster, that's actually pretty far away, and that's the next closest port. Belvoir is nice. I mean, that gets us to Invergordon and Ancaster pretty quickly, but it's still kind of far away from everything else. So Dollar and Durham, I'm thinking Durham. Let's how long is it going to take us to go to Durham? It's going to take, wow, it's going to take a month to go to Durham, but that's fine. That's fine. Let's go over to Durham and set up sort of a new base of operations there. Let's speed our little HMS Insomnia along here. And we'll kind of use Durham as our focal point, because that gets us pretty much everywhere else relatively quickly, except for Christchurch and Gilling. But that's fine. That's fine. We don't desperately need those places right at the moment. All right, let's get into Durham and see what's going on there. Okay, so pulling into Durham, let's set it on pause for a second. What have we got going on here? Nothing that we know about, because we have to open a trading office first. Yeah, that cost us in running costs almost $1,000 to, pilot ourselves over here from the other place, because it took us a month. That's just ridiculous. Yeah, we're definitely going to be setting up a more centrally located base. So opening up a trade office, $2,000. Okay, this better be a really good trade office. Oh, the city of Durham is pleased to reward your company with $3,000 for connecting its port with other 3 destinations around the world. Okay, neat. Well, we made our money back and then some. And that paid for us sailing over here. Great. All right, well, we're off to a rolling start already. Okay, so what's in your warehouse? Cotton, fabric, grain, opium, silk, and sugar. All right, sort of the basics there. Going back to the trade office, because we don't know what's going to sell well here. We don't know the demand level. How much to upgrade the trade office? Another 1,000. Okay. How about upgrading it again? 2,000. Well, there goes our $3,000. So, yeah, kind of the staples are in very high demand. They don't want weapons. They don't want copper. They have no interest in gold or gold ore. Opium, only medium demand. Well, no surprise there. They are selling opium here, so why would they want to buy it? All right, well, that's unfortunately just step 1. Although, actually, while we're here, let's take a look at the tavern and see the captains. We, of course, can captain our own ship, but if we hire a captain for our ship, they're going to have different skills. So this guy is a businessman. Lewis Clark is a businessman. This captain knows a lot about negotiating and closing good business deals, so contracts fulfilled by his ship will pay a bit more. +5 contract awards. Okay, that's good. How about Anthony Watson? He's a great sailor. Oh, here we go. This captain has exceptional sailing skills and knows a lot about how to best harness the power of wind in order to make the ship go faster. +30% speed. That would be really good. Really good, because what's killing us right now is the travel time. And another businessman, he's a much better businessman, though. He's +30 contract rewards. That's really good, but I think having more speed, +30% speed, would be exceptional right now. He's not cheap. He's going to cost us $500 to hire him and $100 a week to keep him going, but I think it's going to pay off in the long run. Yeah, we're going to hire Anthony Watson with his sort of crime scene sketch artist thing, mugshot going on here. That's a really unfortunate picture of Anthony Watson. But yep, Anthony, you're hired. Yes, we want to hire Anthony Watson for $500. Okay, awaiting orders. Yep, let's assign you to the HMS Insomnia. Thank you. So we should be moving 30% faster now. So let's, before we start buying anything, let's see what else is going on in the area. Let's, Dollar looks like the next closest port. 5 days to get over there? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I think Anthony's paying off already because that is 30% faster than we would have done this otherwise. So getting over to Dollar, let's see what they've got in their warehouse. And obviously we're going to have to open up a trading office here. Oh, this is really going to hit on the money. Hope there's some good stuff here. $3,000. Okay. Don't suppose you want to reward me for opening up a trade office? No? Okay. Well, what have you got in your warehouse? Sugar. That's it. You have just sugar. Super. That's really, really unimpressive, Dollar. Because Durham, I don't even think Durham wants sugar. Where are you guys at with sugar? Yeah, you have high demand, which isn't nothing. But you already have sugar, don't you? Yeah, you have sugar for sale. So I can't imagine we're going to get a very good deal here, even though it says high demand. What are your industries in Durham? What do you do with sugar? You don't seem to do anything at all with sugar. No, you do a lot of stuff with grain. Yeah, a lot of stuff with grain and wheat and whatnot. Oh, you're making beer. Okay. All right, well, let's see what we can do with this. I guess we'll buy some sugar from Dollar. Yeah, let's buy the max. Oh, that's a lot of money we just spent there. I hope we're getting a good payoff for this in Durham. Oh, Durham, I really hope you weren't kidding about the high demand on sugar. Let's get over here. While we're here, we should probably check out the contracts area. Economy crashes in a city whose name I can't pronounce. Excellent, good to know. Okay, Durham, what do you got? Okay, we bought it for 27. We're selling it at 30. We're making a profit, I guess, not a huge profit. Yep, sell all of that. That's fine. Let's come out of here. Let's pause it. Pause it. Make sure we pause it. Time is ticking. We are under a time crunch here. And contracts, where did those go? I always forget where those go. Goods, your ships, stats and competitors. Contracts, yay. All right, what can we do? Shady man for some smuggling. He wants to get some rum. Well, we haven't found any rum in the area, so that's not going to work out. Gronderhofer. Gronderfor? Oh, you're killing me with the names. It's currently working on a number of public works in the city of Durham. Fine. We need someone to transport 120 crates of construction materials to Invergordon. Invergordon's not very far away, is it? Yeah, it's on the other side of the island here. How long does it take to get... Oh, no, that's not what I wanted to do. How long does it take to get to Invergordon? That's what I want to know. I can't see that because the thing is in the way. Thank you. 14 days. All right, 14 days to get to Invergordon. Let's look at that contract again. So you want to do you want to do it in 10 days. That's not fair. That is not fair. That's a totally unrealistic thing to do early game. Oh, I can't do that. How about global commerce is in desperate need of fabric. We're willing to pay a good deal of money if you can get 30 tons to Gilling in 27 days. Okay, hang on. Because Durham has fabric, right? Yes. And it has 30... How many tons did you want again? Remind me. How many tons? How many tons? You want 30 tons. Okay, they've got that. And they've got it in Gilling. We could do that. They've got it in, Durham. Can we get that to Gilling in 27 days? And I'm going to probably say no. 20 days. Okay. I think we can do this. We're going to try and take on a contract here. So, I'm just going to check that contract one more time to make sure we can do that. So, Global Commerce Limited is in desperate need of fabric. Got it. Yep. Good deal of money if you can get us 30 tons to Gilling in 27 days. And they're going to pay almost $10,000 for that. All right, here we go. We are accepting that contract. Yes. Okay, we're still paused. Time is not ticking. So, Durham. I need at least 30 tons. I may as well... Oh, I wonder... I don't know the answer to this question. I wonder if we buy the max, if the weight of that would slow our ship down. Let's, just to be safe, let's just get the 30. So there's 30 tons right there. Buy that. Thank you. I really hope we can get over to Gilling fast enough now. How about Gilling? 20 days. Okay, still 20 days. Great. Well, I'm not going to press my luck by putting more fabric in there. Let's just do what we came to do here. Now we can tick time on a little better and hopefully fulfill this contract, because that would be a really nice chunk of change. And we already have a trade office established. Oh, no! Oh! We're under attack! No! Don't take my fabric! I'm going to attempt escape, because our ship is just not cut out for battle, but I'm not going to surrender these goods either. You can try and escape from the attackers in order to leave with your goods and your ship unharmed. Estimated probability of success 90%. Yeah, I'll gamble on that number. Thank you. Managed to outrun the attackers, and we're safe. Phew. Okay, that would have been a really big disaster, because not only would we have lost the goods and the contract, we would have taken a penalty for doing that. Okay, everything's fine. Everything's cool. Pause it, pause it, pause it. Now, contracts. Active. Yep. I got you the 30 tons, so now what do I do with it? Let's make sure we do this properly. Deliver. Okay, that sounds like the thing we want to do. We want to deliver these, not sell them. Yeah, let's not sell all. Deliver. You can complete a contract with Global Commerce Limited by delivering 30 tons of fabric. Will result in a payment of $9,394. Do I want to deliver the cargo? You're darn right I do. Yes. Okay, good. 12,000. Now, while we're here in Gilling, where we have a very good trade office established, always do that backwards. I always do that backwards. Let's do the right thing first. So what do you have? Fish, grain, sugar. All right, well, we know we sold some sugar in Durham for 30, but we might have flooded the market. The price might be down on that. How do you guys feel about fish and or grain? What are your thoughts on that, Durham? Let's go to your trade office. So fish, high demand. Now grain, you were using that in your industries, right? Your industries you had several industries with grain. All right, I say several. You have one industry with grain, but it's beer. So if I bring you some grain, will you make some beer that I could then sell somewhere else? That'd be sweet if you did that. Let's pick up some grain in Gilling. What's grain going for here? 15 a ton. They've got plenty of it. Sure, let's flood the market in Durham with grain. And hopefully they'll make a bunch of beer that I could maybe sell in dollar, or we might go over to Belvoir and see if they've got anything good over there, because dollar's a bit of a bust. That must be some rinky-dink little town. Oh, HMS Insomnia, puttering along 30% faster with our captain. Let's see what we can do here, and then maybe we'll have another look at the contracts, because that did very well for us. That was a good contract for us to take. So, we're actually taking a small hit. We're taking a loss on this. We bought it for 15. They're only going to buy it for 14. All right, a tiny little hit, but let's clear it out anyway. Yeah, you got beer. Okay. Let's have a look at your industries. Again. You could use some wood. You could use some tobacco, but I don't know what's in the area. Where are we at on money? 10,000. Let's pause it. And let's have another look at contracts. Is there anything else we could be doing? Because that worked out really well for us. Yeah, good luck with this. Kaneka is currently running a bit low on books. Where is that? Oh, that's way over there. There's no way we're getting over there in 12 days. No, that's not going to happen. Transport diplomatic party from Gilling to Kirwa. Okay, that's not too bad. in 17 days. I don't know how long it's going to take me. I know how long it's going to take me to get to Gilling, but I don't know how long it's going to take me to get to Kirwa. So, well, maybe we can kind of do some math here. If we went to Kirwa, how long would that take? How long would that take? You're actually not going to tell me how long that takes. Why aren't you telling me how long that takes? Can I not do it in one jump? That might be the reason. Because Killing, I can get there in 20 days. Okay, if Gilling is 20 days from Durham, that seems way, way farther than Gilling to Kirwa. So if we... God, I don't know how the contract works, though. Do I have to get to Gilling within 13 days? You know what? It's not a lot of money. Let's just see what happens. Let's just play the game and see what happens. All right, I'm going to accept that quest. Yes. And let's go to Gilling. Let's just find out what happens. What's the worst that can happen? We fail at the game. And by we, I largely mean me. I mean, you're not playing it. I'm playing it. And I fail frequently, and I'm used to it. I love playing games. I'm just not very good at them. So, speed our way over to Gilling. And slow time down here. Okay, pause time. Now, what do we do? So, contract. Active. Wait, where's my active contract? Did I already fail it? Did I have to get over there that quickly? Yeah, I think we just failed that. And looking at the money, yeah, we just took a hit there. So apparently I had to get over here. I had to do all of it in 13 days. Maybe if I'd been in Christchurch, I could have done it. All right, that was a poor move on my part. That was poor. But lesson learned. Diplomatic ones, you got to do the whole thing within the time period. There you go. Well, all right. Gilling, while I'm here, what have you got for sale? Fish, grain, and sugar. Christchurch, how do you feel about those three things? Fish, you have very high demand. Grain, you have very high demand. And sugar, you have very high demand. Fine. Okay, great. How about fish? Yeah, whatever. I'll take anything at this point. I just need to make some money back. So Gilling, what's selling? What do you have a lot of, first of all? Fish, you actually got tons of grain. And I mean that quite literally. You have 808 tons of grain. So, fish, I recall fish doing well. So let's try that. I could be completely misremembering that. But I feel like fish was doing okay. Let's see what fish is doing in Christchurch. Do you guys want 150 tons of fish? Is there any chance of that? Let's find out. Bought it for 21, selling for 31. Okay, great, good. That's a decent profit. Now, going back the other way, because I think we have to do a couple of quick hops here, you got all sorts of stuff. What have you got a lot of? Got a decent amount of beer. You got a good amount of tobacco. Tobacco and wood. How about beer, tobacco, and wood to Gilling? How's that going to do? Beer is very high demand. Okay. Buying at 157. Tobacco, no demand. All right. And wood, very high demand. So wood or beer would be our key things to do. Beer, I think, yeah, if they were buying at 157, let's get all the beer and then take the rest in wood. Yes. All the beer and all the wood to Gilling. Head over there with Captain Anthony. And let's see if we can make a little bit of a profit here. That would be nice. And then we'll go back to our new home base. Bought at 103, selling at 107. Bought at 13, selling at 21. Perfect. Nice little hit there. Back up to 11,000. I mean, we're nowhere near where we need to be. But, let me just pause time here. At least we're getting back on the map. So, what would be the good next move here to go back to Durham? What does Gilling have in stock first? Well, you got beer because I just sold you some. Grain, sugar, wood. I feel like you guys wanted wood. Your industries have to do with wood, right? How's your demand for wood? Very high demand. Okay, super. And Gilling, what are you selling wood at? Because they're buying it at 21. What are you selling wood at? 20. Okay, well, that's not exactly going to be what we need here. But if we're going over there, let's just max it out and head over back to our base in Durham. All right, let's get over there and see what we can do in this area. Pretty much exactly what I predicted. No real major profit. We bought it for 20. We're selling it at 21. But what the heck? It's better than nothing. We actually that turned out to be a loss because just of the running costs of getting over here. Belvoir. I want to check you out, but I want to see if we can do something quick with dollar. Okay, their warehouse is perked up a little bit. They're doing things. That's nice. Sugar, what's your demands like? Oh, we don't know your demands yet because we haven't done that yet. Yeah, we haven't upgraded your trade office yet. So back to the warehouse. What are your industries? That might give us a little hint. Kind of all over the map, really, aren't you? Grain, tobacco, wood, fabric. Yeah, you're kind of all over the place. What do we got in Durham? What have we got in Durham? The usual. Paper. I did see dollar was making books. Well, fabric. Let's try fabric over to dollar. It seemed like a couple of their industries were dependent on fabric, so that might be something that we can make a little bit of a profit on. Hopefully, because we're not really, raking in the money here. So fabric bought at 105, selling at 167. Well, goodness. There we go. We're just shot up to 15 grand. Can we do that again? What have you got in your inventory? Beer, cotton, well, obviously not fabric because you just bought that. Ivory, you say. Ivory. How would ivory do in Durham? Do you guys want ivory? You have no demand for ivory. Well, darn, that sounds like a really good thing. Sugar, fish, grain. What's your demand like over here? Sugar, fish, and grain. You have medium demand for grain, medium for fish. Sugar is high demand. All right, let's see what we can do with that. Let's take all the sugar in the world over to Durham. Yeah, do that. Do that, Captain Anthony. Speed your way over there, and then let's see if we can take some more fabric back to dollar and get back on the map with some money in this. Durham. Sugar. Bought for 29, selling at 28. Well, that was silly. All right. But fabric. Oh, we bumped up the price of fabric. Yeah, we've bumped up the price of fabric by buying all of that. Okay, let's see if we can make one good run over here. Hopefully the demand is still high. Anthony, get over there. Zoom, zoom, zoom. And what can we do here? Bought for 114, buying at 128. Excuse me, bought it at 114, and they will buy it for 128. We are definitely flooding the market. This is probably the only time we're going to be doing this. However, their industries that rely on that, now they have clothes in stock. They have clothes in stock. That's interesting. I love the way the industries work here. You're bringing raw materials, and they're legitimately making things out of them. We bought them fabric. They've made, so far, 25 tons worth of clothes out of that. And I know the developers were, reading sort of the Steam page and, doing a little homework on the game. They're really going for a real-world economy that actually makes sense in this game. It's not just a game economy. It's more real-world based. Durham, how is your demand for clothes? Do you want clothes? You have very high demand for clothes. Interesting. Oh, this game's just perking my interest right now. I like that. We bought them fabric. They make clothes. We buy the clothes. We take the clothes back to Durham. Get on your way, Captain Anthony. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Thank you. And in Durham, we bought those clothes for $226. We're selling them at $315. Yes, please. We're almost up to, 19,000. We're almost up to 20,000. Perfect place to call it for today. Now I'm getting interested. Now that I see how the economy is starting to work. Let me put that on pause. Now that I see how the economy is starting to work, that just really upped my interest in this game. It's a little bit more complex than a basic trading tycoon game. So let's call it for here, and we'll pick it up again next time. And next time we'll probably explore some of these other areas around here and use Durham as our new base of operations while we pump up the economy and dollar and get that town really rocking and rolling. Until then, I'm Dave. Thank you, as always, for joining me in the wee hours, and we'll see you next time.